2016, baby! Life was just fucking better, bro. Pokemon Go dropped, Overwatch was at its peak, Life of Pablo is a top 3 Kanye album. That shit is amazing, bro. The world seems to have come to this unanimous decision that this period in the mid-2010s, and the 2010s in general, is when we all collectively peaked. When so many classics in so many art forms were released simultaneously. And while I wouldn't say that anime peaked as an art form here, I would say that there's a distinct feeling that anime during this era brought that seems to be lost. Anime just hit different, bro. I don't know what to say. There was something different about anime back in those days. This period flooded us with some of the best actions, comedies, and romances we've ever seen from the medium, many of which are now considered classics. I'm talking stuff like Noragami, Devil's a Part-Timer, Anohana, Konosuba, Re:Zero, One Punch Man, SAO, Your Name, Kekai Sensen, Assassination Classroom, Hunter x Hunter, AOT, motherfucking Blood Lad. Y'all remember Blood Lad? Does anyone? No one remembers Blood Lad. I don't think anyone remembers Blood Lad. I'd always watch stuff like Naruto or Dragon Ball on Nicktoons, but these were the first shows that had me branching out in the anime I watched. I had to watch my shit on Kiss Anime, bro. I was desperate. When you watch a good show, it consumed your world. I couldn't think of anything else when a new anime was on my plate. I'd be in school just watching the seconds go by, so I could hop on my computer, dodge about 27 hentai ads, swerve 1 or 2 busty Asian Tinder matches, and return to whatever series I was pirating that day. Everything was new and exciting, and I finished those bitches quick. There was a point where I could finish a 24 episode series in like a day and a half. That shit was cake. Now, I can't even motivate myself to watch 1 episode weekly. It's not just the feeling of watching a show that's changed either. Finishing them just isn't as potent anymore. I feel like every anime watcher has experienced what I like to call the void. That feeling of loss after finishing something. I finished a good show, and I got depressed, bro. I'm talking an unfillable void opened up in my heart when I finished a show. I would stare at my ceiling numb because of how attached I was to some silly Koreaboo Japanese characters. And it was the best feeling ever. I searched frantically online, looking for shows like the one I just finished, trying to find anything with the same vibe or quality. And I usually come across some punk-ass CBR article with a couple of gems on it. I treated that shit like scientific research. Now, I finish a show, and I gotta go dumpster diving in that never-ending, godforsaken hellhole I call a watch list. And maybe that's the problem. There is so much to watch, and so much of it is good. Have y'all seen this fall season? This shit is big titty mommy GF stacked. Realistically, many of the shows I mentioned are 7 or 8 out of 10s by today's standards. Like, bro, Ass Class ain't winning no Emmys. But back then, a 7 out of 10 was a diamond in the rough. If a show was genuinely any good, people would talk about it. And most people watching anime would have seen it. But when every show that comes out is an 8 out of 10, it just feels that much less special. It's also worth noting that genre fatigue probably plays a huge part in this too. SAO is pretty bad. It's a wet, poopy, sloppy, stinky fart of a series, and we all know this. But for many of us, it was our introduction to isekai, and it blew our minds. It felt revolutionary because it took generic weeb power fantasy and combined it with video games and titties and ass, and no one had done that before. That opening still fucking slaps though. There was a time when isekai was the shit. It had us all by the balls. But every subsequent anime that tries the concept using the same generic formula just runs it further and further into the ground. Shows like Reincarnated as a Slime and Shield Hero are immensely popular, but I couldn't give 2 shits about them because they didn't do anything new for me. I'm not saying every single series I watch has to reinvent the wheel, but at least do something interesting. This goes for every anime genre or any medium in general. As you consume more and more of it, it takes more for something to truly wow or excite you. It's still damn possible to get that feeling of something feeling completely new, but it happens less and less often because many of these experiences were formative. They crafted the taste we have now. It's no wonder they stick out in our minds more. It's also worth mentioning that this was a time where if you liked the show, that shit was not getting no season 2. This show we made has incredibly high ratings among both critics and fans, plenty of source material, and making a 2nd or 3rd season would probably print money. Nah, fuck that. I guess we're just gonna go make a Kame ga Kill instead. Because back then, anime was seen much more as a marketing tool for the manga or light novel than its own medium. It's only in the last couple of years with the niche absolutely exploding that we see second seasons given to just about everything. Like for fuck's sake, Rent a Girlfriend got a 2nd season. You don't know true pain until you are a Devil's a Part-Timer fan. Oh shit, oh wait! A show like Devil's a Part-Timer should not have stuck in my brain as long as it has, yet I think about this stupid fucking series every day. Something about it is so much more charming, endearing, and original than a lot of the dog shit ass isekai that we get these days. When I saw a 2nd season get announced, bro, that shit genuinely warmed my heart. I know what you're thinking, I'm crazy. I'm another nostalgia circle jerker who's just too burnt out to enjoy new shows. But even on rewatch, these shows don't lose their charm. I had a friend of mine watch Noragami for the first time ever recently, and he enjoyed it just as much as I did as a 12-year-old. Reality is, Anime wasn't really better in the 2010s. Honestly, nothing was. It just so happens that many of my most formative experiences, the ones that molded my taste in shows and informed my aesthetics, hit around this time period. Everyone has that period where games, movies, TV, and life in general just hit different. And that time period is different for everyone. Yours could be in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. If you're a fucking boomer, probably the 60s. Hell, you could be going through it right now. Whenever it was, cherish those series. Cherish the feelings they left you with. Cherish that post-watch depression. Cherish mind-blowing moments. Cherish every halfway decent experience. Cherish the days when anime hit different. You never know if anything will hit like that again.
And thank you.
Alright, enough of that sappy ass shit. Hey, what's up? My name's Ivy792 and this is the first video on my channel. I mean, like, first real video. Like, I have edits up before this, but those don't really count. Thanks for making it this far if you did. Like, sub, comment, all that good shit. It'll boost my self-esteem and, you know, I could use that. No, but genuinely, like, it's really cool if you did make it this far. This video took a long time to make. Not because it was hard to make, but because I'm pretty fucking lazy. But I had a lot of fun making it. I don't think it's my best work though. Like, it's aight. You know, it's not that great. Could be better. I think the subject matter was a bit weak, but I think I'm gonna like improve on that in future shit, hopefully. But it was still fun to make, and I'm glad I got it off the ground. I just wanted to get something out. So I think way too much. So there's definitely gonna be more videos that I make. I think I'm gonna make something about like My Hero, something about Chainsaw Man, and then some video game stuff that I have like bubbling in the back of my head. I don't know. It's gonna be some cool shit, so you should stick around. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I think I'm posting this around Christmas, so if I am, Merry Christmas, dog. If not, that's awkward, but you know, remember all that sappy shit I said at the end of this video. Cherish anime and all the shit you love and blah 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 blah, all that good shit. And you know, you'll be alright. Life will be alright. So, so yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to stay fresh, dog. Fuck bitches, get money, all that good shit. I'm gonna go make some eggnog. So yeah, bye.